Alright guys, welcome to another craptastic toaster tutorial. This is how to install the way to Pripyat. This has been requested a couple times since I unveiled my new playthrough, and since I just finished the Ironsight corrections and tweaks with Xerxes today, I thought why not make the tutorial now. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is download all of the necessary files. I have them all in the description in the order I will be installing them, so go and download those now. You're going to need WinRAR or 7-zip to extract most of them, but I'm assuming most of you are probably going to have those tools already. So the first thing I did here when I downloaded them was make a dedicated folder for this mod. I don't like installing mods directly into my Stalker directory here. You can see on the right hand side I've got the Stalker directory open, and then here I have the folder that I made. It's called the Way to Pripyat, and I put it on my external drive. You can put it wherever you want. Now you can see here I've got an install folder. This is where we're actually going to be installing the mod, and then once it's totally ready to be played, we're going to drag the game data over, completely ready, and it'll be fine that way. I suggest you do it this way instead of just doing everything in your Call of Pripyat directory. It's just easier to organize the way I have things set up here. So everything's extracted already. I deleted all the old zipped up files. And the first thing we're going to want to do is run the Way in Pripyat installer here. Now this is where I think a lot of you got a little bit confused. This is a Russian installer, so all of the text looks kind of garbled. If you do have a Russian installation of Windows, then I think this should all show up fine. But pretty much all you need to know is back, forward, or back and next rather, and then the cancel button is here. So we just want to go next until we come across this, and this is where you're going to be installing the mod. The default location will do nothing. You won't be able to play anything. It won't do anything. It's just putting it directly into your program files. So we're going to want to change that to the install folder that we made, or if you're doing this, if you want to get it done faster, you can also install it directly into your directory. So I've got it in my M drive. So let me navigate over to the folder I made. And the Way in Pripyat. Here we go. There's the install folder right here that I made. So we're going to press OK and go next, and then next. And it's going to install it. So I'll let this run and I'll see you guys when it's finished. Alright, so it just finished installing. We don't need to read the README, or I think this is a website here. You can just untick those and go finish. Now we can see if we go into install, we've got Way in Pripyat, and then the game data. This is the extracted mod. Technically we could drag this over and play it, but it doesn't have any of the patches or anything installed, or the translation. So that's what's coming next. So now for the patches and the fixes and the translation. First things first, we're going to want to install the very first patch. Open it up. Copy the game data folder. You can also just use Control-C, obviously. And then go back into install, Way to Pripyat, and paste it right here. It's going to ask you, it's going to tell you rather, that you've already got game data in here. You're going to acknowledge yes. And then it's going to tell you already have folders named gameplay, etc. in here. Tick the box at the bottom that says do this for all items. And then click yes. And then here it's going to ask you if you want to overwrite all of the files inside. Tick the box at the bottom again. And then copy and replace. So there's the very first patch installed. Next thing we're going to want to do is install the translation. Open that up. Once again, find game data. Copy that up. Go into install. Paste it right next to game data. Click yes, tick the box, yes, tick the box, copy and replace. Simple as that. Okay, now we're going to add my weapon fixes. This is going to fix all of the 16 to 9 and 4 to 3 iron sights, and it adds grenade launcher iron sights. It tweaks most of the weapons. I suggest you download this and try it out. So once again, open up the folder, copy game data. Go back into install, Way in Pripyat, paste it right in here, click yes, tick the box, yes, tick the box, copy and replace. Okay, so now we've got that all compiled. We want to copy the game data that we've been working tirelessly on compiling. come on over here to the Call of Pripyat game directory and paste it up. There we go, it's just copying the game data. Alright, there we go, finished. Okay, so you're now ready to launch the game up and enjoy. The game data is copied over and the patches and translations are all installed. I am going to, however, add one last step here. If you do want to change your FOV or field of view, that would be the sort of width that you can see in the game. And I got a couple questions about this through private messages. You simply want to download the FoV Switcher version 1.7, I believe. I've got it extracted here. Again, link in the description. Open it up and you want to copy the bin folder and FoV switch. So select those two, copy them, and then paste them over into your main Stalker Call of Pripyat directory. It's going to ask you if you want to merge the bin folders. Again, tick the box yes. It's going to copy this over. And now the step for actually changing your FOV is a little different here. We want to run this command prompt file here. And you can see right here the last line of values here. Call of Pripyat 1.6.02. That is the version everyone's going to have installed here. The mod won't work on any previous versions, I don't believe. So you can see 54 equals FOV 67.50. What does that mean? That means if you type in 54 and hit enter here, it'll change your FOV to 67.50. If you type in 55, it'll change it to 75. That is the FOV I am running here. So obviously we're going to type in 55, enter, and there we go. Our FOV's changed. You can change it to any of the other values. There was 83, or 80 and 83, and I believe 90. So that's it. I'm going to jump into the game here and show you what the Ironsight fixes look like. Alright, so here we are in a super secret location that shall not be named. I'm going to show off some of the weapon tweaks and Ironsight fixes. Now here's a pistol. I believe this is the Walker P... Let me just check the name of this thing. Alright, Walker P9M. It's a 9mm pistol, and these are all tweaks that a friend of mine named Xerxes did. All I did was fix the Ironsights for 16:9 monitors. He did all of these sort of weaponry balancing here. So you can see the fire rate cap on some of the pistols has been taken off, so you can fire them pretty much as fast as you click. The damage and accuracy stats are also changed. Recoil is changed. A lot of things for most of the guns has actually been changed. So that's the first gun. Again, the sights are nice and aligned now. This will be perfectly aligned for 4:3 or 16:9 monitors, depending on what you use. Second gun we're going to check out here is the Ruger GP100. This gun actually did not even have sights when you're running a widescreen setup here. So now it's nice and aligned. It would help if I actually reloaded the thing first. So now you can see it's lined up perfectly, and it's actually a really fun gun to use. Alright, so now I'm going to show off some of the grenade launchers. I have the AK-47 with me, and it has a GP25 attached. The regular iron sights are aligned now, and there are also sights that you can use with the grenade launcher. Now obviously this isn't how the GP25 would function in real life, but since there were no real notches or anything that I could line it up with, I thought this was a decent compromise. At least you can aim them now, so we're going to load one up and shoot one right there. There we go, aim's fine. And here we have the Colt M4A1. Again, the sights are aligned. Before, I don't believe there was any notch showing. It's also a fun gun to use. And we have the M203 attached here. And here's another example of no real sort of sights being present on this grenade launcher. So I just used the iron sights. You can aim with these now, load one up. These also work if you have like an ACOG scope attached. You can aim the sights underneath it. So there we go, grenade launchers, they work. Finally, I've got a PKM here. The PKM and the M60 did not actually have aimable sights, sort of like the light machine guns in Vanilla Stalker. added those, so now you can aim and fire down the sights with the PKM and the M60. So that's it, guys. All of the other guns have been fixed as well. These are just a couple that I decided to show off. Please download the mod and enjoy the zone. See you guys later.